All right, says we live. Let's get it.
Yeah, we in the studio, yeah, we in the studio, we in the studio, the studio, we in the studio, yeah, we in the studio, we in the studio, the studio. You know what we doing, supporting indie artists. DJ Shad, Mr. Catch Right, got the cup of Henny charging. Out the margin with the topic of discussion. Money talk, we here to fuss, and then they keep the special guests coming. Shad got the mute button, Chris got the drop. In the studio, they get it out the pot. They play the videos, let them know how to knock. Number one podcast, two kings, they claim the top spot. Take it to the next stop, get your merch at the rec shop. Swerving all lanes, got no time for the rest stop. No vest needed, intellectual bullets, get your head shot. From Spanish braids to dreadlocks, we here for the people. Did it from vinyls with needles, can't play hard if you kegels. Looking for my ring like I'm Schmeagol, here for the bread like a seagull. Warring for the flow, it's illegal. Everything out the vein, let it bleed through. Checking when you coming, cause we see you. We in the studio, yeah, we in the studio. We in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, yeah, we in the studio. We in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, yeah, we in the studio. We in the studio, the studio. We in the studio, yeah, we in the studio. We in the studio.
Everybody needs to tune in to In the Studio with the RecBoys.
I'm in the studio with RecBoys. You should be in the studio with RecBoys.
The RecBoys. RecBoys. Man, RecBoys.
RecBoys. I'm tapping with my guys, the RecBoys. You should tap in too.
The studio.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shad.
Mr. Catch Rec.
And we are the RecBoys, and this is In the Studio with the RecBoys. Happy hump day. Shout out to Kimmy K in the building. What's up, man? How you feeling?
You already know, bro. Blessed. Glad to be back another week. Shout out, man. The FCC just tapped in. If y'all can like, share, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. It's going to be a dope show. You already know we got Fantom Of The Beat. I believe this like his third or fourth time on the show. Real talk. He might be, I know we told Mandy she was the most return guest, and Jay Arroyo, I believe, was the second. But I think Fantom might be number one.
Yeah, Fantom's creeping up. I think this might be his third or fourth time on here. So that's kind of super dope. So how was your week, man? How was your weekend? My Eagles lost Super Bowl. Kind of pissed about that, you know. But you know,
I'm gonna be honest. My week has been crazy, man. I'm gonna let the cat out the bag. We have, as of the beginning of the week, we have now expanded the show. We are now on any streaming platform you could think of. You will find In the Studio with the RecBoys. I'm talking about TuneIn, Amazon, Google Play, anywhere you could go and listen to podcasts, you can now go and check out In the Studio with the RecBoys. So that's kind of dope. Big goal of ours that we accomplished. We kind of stepped on and finally jumped that hurdle, man. How you feel about that?
I think it's super dope. It's weird because you're working one angle and I'm working another angle, and everything seems to be working out. If that makes sense, you get what I'm saying? This movement is really catching movement. You know, and I think it's overdue. No, real talk, man. I think, listen, real talk. We put in a lot of fucking time into this shit, man. I don't think a lot of people realize how long we've been doing it, the effort that we put into doing it, the sacrifice that we made to do this. So to see it all come together and for it to start working, actually, super dope, blessing. You know, I'm in the moment though. You get what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah, so listen, we're not gonna play no games real quick before we get Fantom in the building. Salute to Cuzzo FM out there in Germany, Tattoo Radio Shop in Ohio, Coach Stock Radio in Canada, WAP the Music in Guadalupe, and Blazing My Radio out in New York. You already know tonight, y'all catch us on the first 4 stations, Cuzzo FM, the Tattoo Radio Shop, Coach Stock Radio, and WAP the Music at 10 p.m. Also catch the replay Saturday night, 8 p.m. Blazing My Radio. But we're not gonna play no games, man. We got the man, the myth, the legend himself. It's crazy because I was thinking about it, right? And I'm like, 50 years of hip-hop. This is the anniversary of 50 years of hip-hop. And this guy right here has been in it for about 30 plus. So he's been in it for a minute, you know what I mean? The whole transition of everything. And we're going to get into all that, plus everything he's got going on right now. So we're not going to play no games. We got Haz G, a.k.a. Fantom Of The Beat.
Peace.
Homie, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good to know that y'all feeling good about being picked up, and the show is going to be everywhere now. That brought joy to my eyes. You know what I mean? To my heart. That was dope. I'm good though. I'm chilling.
Nice.
No, that's appreciate that, man. It's been a real long journey, man. I was actually going back the other day watching the old shows from when we had you on 3-4 years ago, and I'm like, damn, it looked crazy, and he came on the show and blessed us with his appearance to where we at now. I gotta say thank you for that, because like you was one of our big interviews starting off. You know what I mean? Which helped us keep going. So I gotta salute you for that.
Salute back at y'all. You know how that go. It's like, I think I spoke on that before too. It was like, every time that you want to come up, there's a whole class that you want to come up with. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever you're doing then, you're going to see everybody evolve, which brings us back to this point again. You know what I'm saying? We got mad to talk about, like how we all evolved and where we at now. And I'm very excited about this. It's a pleasure.
Dope. So what you got going on new? And I know you said you about ready to go out tomorrow. You about ready to hit the road. What you got going on?
So at this point, the new is from last time. It's all production, but now it was production, but now it's executive. It's label owner. It's dealing with artists. It's putting artists on. We get ready to go out to the Play Music Conference in Philly, which is the first music conference that they've had in 20 years. So, I don't know how young or how old or how in tune the listeners are right now, but back in the days in New York, we used to have something called the New Music Seminar. Um, and they was holding that at the Marriott on 42nd Street. So everybody would fly in, they get their badges, all these new artists, all these, executives. It was just a whole seminar in New York. That's where, Biggie performed at the clubs, Octagon, Red Zone. That's when Tupac came in town. That's when Ice Cube was attacked by who was it? NWA. Everybody chasing out. You know what I mean?
That was in New York.
Yes.
I didn't know that was in wow. Was that? Oh, I also came across the clip when Cypress Hill was shouting you out, and it was a bunch of y'all actually. He was talking about. Was that in New York where y'all met up?
That was West 4th. That was not West 4th. 8th Street, West 8th, by the you got the Q over by Astor Place. So we all jumped over there because they was in town shooting, and that was during the New Music Seminar.
Oh, for real? Wow.
Yeah. So everybody was in town in New York, like from all over the place. So we get ready to do that same thing in Philly this weekend. They're gonna bring that back. A lot of interesting, executives, artists, business people, music people involved, badges, passes, venues, shows, panels. I'm on one of the rap panels. I'm on the producers panel.
Nice.
Along with a few other, notable names. I want to shout out Rob Schwartz from Humag, who, he dived in and started putting this together, but we need that. So if it's going to start out in Philly again, I'm with it.
Problem. Hold on, Chris. I got a question real quick. So now that you're on a panel and you ready to go, it's like a car auction. Do you have somebody that you've heard a buzz and you're looking forward to seeing perform, maybe trying, somebody that you might be interested in? You said the label, you're coming at it at a different perspective this time. So is there anybody with a buzz that's like, nah, I'm definitely, I want to check his or her performance or their performance or whatever the case may be?
Well, that would be the right direction, only if I didn't already have my label and my artists who are performing out there right now.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I'm not really in tune with. I want to make sure my team, you know, shoots through. But I'm always open to the new talent, to the next. But you know, at the end of the day, we just making sure that we take care of our in-house, make sure our people are looking good, make sure that the new artists that I decided to deal with are exposed the right way. You know what I mean? This is a big event. So it's an open, you know, it's an open forum, it's an open field. You know, even my artists, I'm not holding your hand, just it's open to you. You got your passes, you got your badges, you got your, you know, you got your welcoming in, but go and do research, do some due diligence, you know what I mean? Do some recon, maneuver, go see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you do that, you're showing and proving to me that, yeah, you're about it. You want to learn about all of this. You want to get in. You want to get in when you fit in. But I can't really, you know, divide my attention or actually throw my attention elsewhere just yet while I'm already focusing on my artists.
Gotcha.
But if anything, you know, shines and pops, guess what? We don't stop business. We keep it moving.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
How many artists you got a part of the label now?
On the label itself, we got Catherine Swain. We got Snooze Daily. We, you know, Ron Record was a part of this whole situation as well. And Ron Record went and established his own situation, but we're still counterparts. You know what I mean? You know, he grew, so we're just being the alliances now. Now we lock it down, angles and areas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I got a couple of artists that are brewing in the background that I'm working with, you know, but for now, the ones that I want to expose is definitely Catherine Swain, Snooze Daily, Silence the Fifth, L Haggett. You know what I mean? These are the ones that stuck. They stuck by the same way I stuck by y'all when it was growing. They stuck by me when I was moving up in this particular area, at this particular time. You know what I mean? So I give all praises to them, and it's vice versa. They do the same for me, but we move as a unit, we move as a team, we move as a family.
And what, you got one R&B artist and 3 rap artists, or what is it?
I think I got 1 R&B artist right now, and I would want to say I got a whole team of hip hop artists, hip hop rap artists. You can't lock that down. If I decide to ask Who Kim tomorrow to get on top of, you know, Catherine Swain record for the situation, that's a hip hop artist, right? That's my partner, right? He's gonna rock out with me. Signed artists, yeah, we got Catherine Swain and Snooze Daily, but you know, I'm open to I'm part of a big world of artists, so you know, they all come through, and whatever is needed to be done, it gets done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned Cool Kim because I actually reached out to him, right?
Okay.
You know, I'm working on getting the interview, and then I told him, like, we got Fantom on Wednesday. If you want to pop in, just to surprise them, it would be crazy. And then I started going to do my research. I could not find an interview with you 2 guys together.
Are you serious?
Swear to you.
Starting from what year?
I just typed you in, like, interview with UMC's, Has G's, Cool. I couldn't find one. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. Yeah. But you gotta remember too, like, it was different than, like, somebody got the tape somewhere.
Well, you gotta think about it.
Uploaded it.
What type of interviews are you talking about? Are you talking about podcast interviews, or are you talking about Stretcher Bobito? Are you talking about Soul Train? Are you talking about, like, what kind of interviews are you talking about?
The Soul Train joint, which is the one I shared, that popped up. But I consider that more like a performance, you know what I mean, type of joint. But like even the radio interviews, I would think now somebody would have been uploading these to these places so people could get the history and really know. Like, yo, people don't know. Like, y'all really the first hip hop group out of Staten Island. I know Wu-Tang gets it, but y'all really it.
I mean, it is all of that, you know, and you know, at the end of the day, me personally, I've evolved to a point where I knew what my deed was. You understand what I'm saying? For not just myself, but for the whole culture and for everything to happen. So we all had to play a part. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of people fall short at, is that they don't understand that, you know, sometimes you don't get the fullest accolades. And that's just the truth.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, the real dude behind discovering, you know, electricity, this, that, and the third, is not the name that you see on all the electric patents and all the pieces going out there, and you know what I mean. That's not where it started at. It started prior, but I have no problem with that. The thing that I do have a problem with is, yeah, we did do mad interviews. We did a lot of shows. We did a whole lot of everything. But you know, I don't. It don't move me nowhere or another, because I'm still here and I'm still blessed. And it's just about what do stick out. You know what I mean? So I know Soul Train sticks out. I know Martin sticks out.
The Martin shit
You
came
know,
up too.
I know, right? There's certain things that do stick out that they're prime. They're a little bit bigger than all the, you know, the ones that we missed. Those are bullets. You understand what I'm saying? Those are bullseyes. So if you're really into your, you know, into it, and you study and do your research, you'll find all of that going backwards. You know what I'm saying? But I think what needed to stick out stuck out. And I'm, like I said, it helped me to get to where I'm at. I springboarded off of all of that. There's a whole lot more to be told, and you know, that's why the documentary is really getting ready to happen next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say when that's gonna happen, because that's a like people, even at like, and I say this loosely, like if you really think about like what they consider conscious rap now, y'all started that.
Nah, we didn't start it. You got to go back to
Yeah, I got you thinking. Go ahead.
well, rest in peace to True Boy. You got to go back. Like a lot of people, they labeled us a little, you know, off tilt, but we was inspired by De La Soul. We was inspired by Jungle Brothers. We was inspired by Queen Latifah. You know, Tribe Called Quest. The difference was we knew them. We was hanging out with them, you know, but they was across the water. We was the ones in Staten Island trying to revive and trying to evolve and trying to get us started.
Yeah, that's the feel I got. I got Yawa for the people. It resonated with everybody who was in those circumstances.
Yeah. The thing was, we was already involved with everybody in Manhattan. Because that's where everybody else came from: Manhattan, Long Island, Queens, Brooklyn. But the meeting place was really Manhattan. So Staten Island is just, you know, a few, you know, miles away from the city, but by water. So we took the ferry boat. We went out there and we was hanging out with everybody out there. Then we brought all that home to Staten Island. Like, look, we know what to do. We're going to do it. This is how we going to do it. You know what I mean? So when you had Potholes in My Lawn, at the same time UMC was beginning to come out, we decided to say Invaders of My Fruit Basket. Why ask it? You know, it was like, yo, so all of that resonated until we figured out, all right, we're going to take this into a different direction. Now we're going to give you one to grow on. It's still going to be, you know, fly. The music is going to be so fly. It's still going to be subliminal messages, straightforward messages. But the production is going to be crazy. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what we did for Staten Island. And at the same time, we ushered in, along with the Force MDs, we ushered in the Staten Island talent to the new world, to the city, to Brooklyn, to Queens. We let them know what it was, and after that, that was it.
Big Shadow, he don't got shit to say. He like, yeah.
No. I mean,
fam, Shaw was the same way probably throughout the first 2 interviews. Because he absorbs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting like Chris is the type, like Chris will go and like he likes to be prepared. I like to be wowed. Right. I like to get it like then and there. So
like get it right there, hit like yeah, that's what that meant. That's what that was.
Exactly. I'm
from Brooklyn. I gotta be ready all the time. I can't.
No. I get it. No. I get it. I'm sitting here like you're giving out like Chris is covering the back end, and I wanna get into where like your new phase and what you're doing now. Like we have shout out to Free Jack, and he's in the same position. He's evolving in his career. You two are both great producers, great beatsmiths. You guys are great at what you do. And now when he came on, he gave a piece of advice that I've been trying to like pass along, and for some reason it's not resonating with these niggas just paying attention. So I want to get another OG, somebody that has, no, real talk. I need maybe I'm
bugging. Keep it real. You gotta keep it real.
Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I don't get it because maybe I'm overthinking it. How much does having the full package have to do with being an artist today? Like Free Jack said, you know what? It's more than just music. He's like, yo, listen, like he made a statement saying, yo, I just paid $2,500 to go into a seminar to sit and be around a certain group of people. And then it's weird because we just asked our fans, hey, what if we could put you in a situation in a room with some great people? Would you want to sit through that seminar? And people the response was so one-sided, wicked. Like, yo, and I'm like, damn, this is like, I just had this guy on my show who's worked with Dr. Dre, you get with Christina Aguilera, and he's telling us and our viewers the value of this. And then when I present it to people, like, yo, I know some people, I could get y'all in touch with some nice one-on-one. We can bridge the gap. And they're like, yo, who? And I'm like, okay, all right, easy dog. But how do you feel about that? Like, am I bugging, or is that what it is?
Without me being able to actually pinpoint names or call authors out or people who invented these particular type of situations out, what I can say is that we look at a whole bunch of situations where people be putting out information, right? They're authors, they specialize in self-help. They do this, they do that. They pitch seminars, they pitch this, they pitch that. And you know how much they make off of that for themselves? And people buy into it, right? Mm-hmm. This ain't nothing different. The difference that I can see is if I was part of it, I'm definitely going to give you the real message. I'm going to make sure that you learn and benefit from what I'm giving you. But what's different from them signing you up for a seminar? You got to pay for it. Oh, how to make $1 billion in 3 months, or a real estate. You know how it go. Mm-hmm. Like they all doing it. So what's different from when we want to do it?
Not only that, but when you have a proven track record. Like I don't like my thing is like, yo, listen, I'm not talking about you gonna listen to me.
Or yo, Sam. You talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about people who got plaques on the wall. I'm not talking about some rinky-dink where skip to my page, and I'm talking about showing and proving people who we've had on the show, who will sit there and they'll break it down. Like, it's weird because it's like, I get it. There's scams, there's schemes, and all that shit everywhere.
No, but the part that you're not getting is that's still a bracket. So if you're not connected with that bracket, whatever you trying to put out to the people, you don't got the support behind that for real. Everybody that's able to do all of that stuff, they're connected to a certain bracket, my G. And this is what allows them to say their stuff is official. Us, we're coming at it with a real point of view of love, but we're not connected with that team that makes those things happen. So your people ain't you don't size up to all of them. Why? And my stuff is more official, but you're not part of that world. You're doing what that world is doing, but you're not part of the world. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact. You know what fucked me up even more about this whole thing was when it was presented, it wasn't presented as a seminar. Because I didn't want. So I've been to some of those seminars, right? And you know how you feel like the fly on the wall. So like you get some information, but you could get more if you could get to maybe the front seat. You know what I'm saying? So we offered one-on-ones, and I ain't gonna lie, you was in my mind. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna reach out to Fantom, see what it is for his end, so then I can make sure that they could, the people could pay that payment so that he gets his bread. You, Jimmy, all these guys, I was getting ready to reach out to, but I wanted to see what the people thought about. And you know what they told me? We'd rather go to a seminar than sit one-on-one. That blew my mind.
If you might as well hire me as your freaking tutor, like your personal whatever. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Like I was talking to this guy from Rock Nation, and because he's the one who told me. He said, "Yo, there's a void there that y'all can fill." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Y'all kind of already doing it. If you think about it, y'all kind of like A&Ring in a way." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Y'all play music, y'all get celebrities on, y'all get artists, y'all got opportunities, the beat things we do, the showcases we do via live, all this shit." And I'm thinking, I'm like, "Damn, you're right," but I never looked at it like that. I looked at it as just a place.
You're shining light where it's supposed to be shined.
Right. So he's telling me now all we need to do is connect the dots. And I'm like, what do you mean by connect the dots? He's like, get them to come sit down in the room with guys like you had on the show who could provide them the information, who could tell them, yo, listen, I didn't do this that I should have did, and I don't want you to make the same mistake, so this is what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? But when they said they'd rather sit in a room with 200 other people, I couldn't fathom that.
My whole understanding of this part is when fam said that y'all already doing this, you already, shining a light on people. You already sort of A&Ring or this, that, and the third. My new direction would be if that's what I'm doing, let me get to the person now who understands really what I'm doing, who just handles the executive side of it all. Let us do the creative side of it all and get that bankroll up, and then we'll go from there. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
that's the next step. That's the next step. I mean, at this point, I mean, no, real talk. My thing was, I just want to. I mean, my original question was, how important is it for an artist to be more than just an artist?
It's just a matter of how interested you are. You understand what I'm saying? Like, case in point, I was interested in rhyming. I was interested in making beats. I was interested in DJing. And all of that interest allowed me to go and do all my research by myself. So I did everything that I needed to do without having to ask questions and until I needed to ask questions. Nowadays, a lot of the artists don't even know that part. They don't know that part about researching the history or trying to figure out why does this 808 sound like this and the other 808 sounds like that. So I want to use this 808 in the record and not that 808, or I don't want to talk to this lawyer because he's friends with that lawyer, and I know what's going to happen over there. So I got to go and jump over here to find another lawyer who could penetrate all of that. Your interests, you understand what I'm saying? That's what allows you to be different, who you are, steady, on your own course, on your own path. But we got a lot of followers. We got a lot of listeners, followers. They have no clue about what's going on. They just doing what they see everybody else doing. So even at that point, you're not even going to have any, any genuine, real shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because nobody knows how to figure out how to make real shit or do real shit. And that's all over the world, not just music, B. Even we could go to, man, listen, there's all types of different areas in this game of life that you could see that people are just a bunch of followers. You know what I mean? Nobody knows what they're doing. They're going to repeat the same thing that they saw before and think that's what it's going to be. And then there's the ones that say, this is what it's going to be. We're going to shun all of you out. And if you don't come like this, then you ain't down. You're still doing the same thing because you're telling everybody else to come like this in order for it to happen. Come on, B. Really? Really? Where's the originality? There is none. There is none. Talk shows, podcasts. You better be good that you're like one of the first to do what you're doing.
Yo, listen, and we pride ourselves on that. And not only that, but we pride ourselves on trying to be the most innovative. Like, if we see anybody jack anything that we do, we like, yo, we got to change this. Like, we always trying to be ahead of the curve.
You got to stay steps ahead.
Yeah, I mean, but what works for us, though, is the fact that we want to stay. Like you said, we're interested in staying ahead of the curve. So because we're interested in staying ahead of the curve, we're never behind the curve. We might start the curve, actually. You get what I'm saying? Which is
how about if I tell you this? We thought about streaming in 2011, just before Facebook and all this shit offered this option.
Mm-hmm.
That was the crazy part. Like, I got it written down in my book. I was looking at that the other day too, Sha. And I'm like, it's crazy how, the power of the mind is. Like, when you really, and people don't even be really on this type of time, but when you really think about it and you work towards it, it's going to happen.
I mean, you put it out and you make it happen. That's what happens.
Now, he's going to break it down for you now. That's why I said it.
That's why they say, we get reminded of this all the time. UMC's was ahead of their time. What the hell does that mean, ahead of our time? It means what you was doing, you already saw so far into the future that you did what you had to do right here and there, and it didn't catch up to nobody else until down the road. Absolutely. You understand what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. But if you possess that skill and that power, longevity is there on your side. Because by the time they catch up, you're already building on the next.
You already.
And all of that is going to come back and be like, boom, you're good. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, listen, don't worry about. We understand exactly what you're saying because it's coming back. It's all everything that you're saying is happening right now. That comeback part is all happening right now and in real time. So it's weird because
we were just ahead of it.
Yeah, no. But you know what's even more weird is when you tell people and then they look at you like you got three heads and you're like, yo, no, I can't tell you and stress it enough. Like, yo, listen, don't give up. If you see it through because I promise you it's gonna pay off. And they're like, yo,
how does a father explain to his son all of that and his son hasn't even seen the mountaintop yet? His son don't even have a clue of what's going on. His son is just taking the words and the advice of a man who he loves and cares for. It says that's my father. So he's going to go on the journey for that situation, not necessarily believing it, but he's going to take it for face value and say, this is my father. Now, how about the many that you tell that to that you ain't their father? They don't care what you saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's a fact. You know,
They
I posted.
don't care what you saying.
I posted today, and I said I think actually the first, because we started the whole Catch a Wreck in 2011, 2012, and basically the post was thanking the first. I didn't name their name, but I still remember them to this day, and I actually still got their number. But the first person that ever told me no when we started the company, and
I want to hear this one.
Nah, and when he said no, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Well, it didn't get me distracted. It didn't get me turned down. It didn't get me nothing. Shout to tell you, but that shit did was light a fire under me. You know what I mean? Because all my life, all I've been hearing is no. Yo, Chris, you ain't gonna make it 18. You're gonna be dead jail. That's all I've been hearing all my life. And all my life, all I've been doing is proving these motherfuckers wrong. I'm not supposed to be here now by anybody else's standards.
Right.
I'm that wild kid who ran through the block. He gonna be doing this, and he's worth nothing. Now, those same people who were saying no before are calling now. And guess what? Now I'm telling them no.
Right. But don't you look, you your own man.
I need the advice.
You your own man. And me personally, I've been in those situations as well. I don't say no, I just say not right now. You know what I mean? I'm still setting up things that I was telling you back then about. So I got to get all that right. But, keep in contact. Let me know that you safe. Let me know that you good. You know what I mean? I'll catch up to you in a second, but I can't do it right now. That's it. If you down now and you believe and you ready and you calling me for the shot, I got you. But continue doing what you're doing and let me finish masterpiece in what I'm doing, because it'll be that much easier. I can't carry you while I'm trying to develop.
Absolutely.
That's great advice. But yo, listen, now this is the time. This is on the rec. This is on the rec. This is Shad's favorite part of the show. My favorite part is the video part. Shad loves this part, but normally we do the trivia, right?
Shad, let me ask you a question real quick before Chris hit that. You said what you needed to say?
As far as what?
Questions, anything you needed answered? Because I know you like the shock. You like the face value shot.
It's funny that you say that, because a lot of people be saying that about me when it comes to us two, when it comes to like when we deal with you. Yo, listen, it's different. I put you in a position with the Jimmys, you get where you belong. And so every time you come on, it ain't even for a shot. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to I'm trying to get in the circle. I'm not little. I'm the kid that's like, oh, y'all in the huddle, and I'm trying to get in over here. And I'm like, no, not yet. And I'm running around to the other side trying to get in because no, real talk. I grew like, yo, listen, it's weird, and I don't want to get on my nerdy shit, but I literally grew up to this. So when I have people like you and everybody else, and it fits me different. It hits me different. You get what I'm saying? Like, I get the young guys all the time, and it's a different type of. Then I'm the OG, so now I'm a little bit aggressive. You get what I'm saying? But when I'm over here, man, I just want to be a sponge. I'm trying to take in everything that you say, and then I'm gonna go back and rewatch it to get anything else that I missed, because I'm in that transition with you. I'm trying to. Yo, I remember, man, when the interview when you was on the block, and you like, yo, I'm doing this, we doing this, and I'm like, damn, man, this nigga inspired me. I'm ready to get it. We went and did new drops for the show, cut up just because of you. You get what I'm saying? And it's weird because our fans and the people that fuck with us, they don't see this part of us. They only see this. Right. You get what I'm saying? So when it's me and him behind, like, yo, we fans of what we do. So like, Chris, we're our biggest fans.
You see what I just did just there, right, Chris?
Yeah.
You got me right up. But listen, like I said, I'm humble, and I'm pleased to have this opportunity, because like I said, yo, listen, when I was growing up and I was listening to the UMC, Stethosonic, De La Soul, I never thought that I would be in a position to chop it up. Like y'all was literally out of reach. Like, and then I'm from New York, but I'm from upstate New York. And a lot of people don't understand there's a huge difference.
There's a huge gap.
Yeah, no, absolutely. In a short period, in a 2-hour span, in a 100-mile span, there's a big, huge gap. And even though we're from New York, upstate New York,
your boys came through and set that straight.
Oh yeah, no. Yo, listen.
Boys came through and set that straight.
But even then, look at where the origins come from. That's you.
We're the city. Yeah, that's all it is. We just
not only the city, but it's weird because they're tailored. The number one group that they say they remind them of is Wu-Tang. Mm-hmm. And then now if you go into Wu-Tang and you really dig, who's their influence? Who was the people that they were like, yo, this is what I'm saying. So now for me to be in this situation
and acknowledging it. Nah, it's good. Yeah, it's great.
And living in the moment. I'm actually living in, like, it's not gonna, I don't have to replay this. I'm living this shit live. Like, I'm having a conversation with Fantom of the Beat. Like, I'm literally in the moment. So
and I'm in that same moment with you because I never saw myself at first being the one to spill the knowledge. I was so busy about, rapping and getting busy, you know what I'm saying, and producing and breakdancing. And I didn't know at one point I'm going to be the one on the panel. I'm going to be the one dropping jewels. I'm going to be the one that they're looking at to hear the, how did you perfect it, or why, or when? You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely. So we're here to you know what I mean? Kudos to each other.
Absolutely. Like I said, thank you from a hip hop fan, like a fanatic. We 50 this year. Like people don't understand 50. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to get in my age, but I'm not too far off from that. So this is a nice journey, and to see where it is and to be actually able to chop it up with people that, like I said, that have inspired me. You get what I'm saying? Like I do music because of the music that you were a part of,
that you made. Grew up off of.
Absolutely.
And Chris, back to 50 years and all of that, and we was a part of it for 30 years, and why we didn't see more interviews or this, that, and the third. Yo, there's a whole situation about us all out there. We're gonna bring it up in the documentary, but like I said, the real points that really touched my heart was being on Martin's show, being the first group from Staten Island to be on Soul Train. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we was actually part of the whole Wild Pitch collective. And Wild Pitch Records, they had the bomb squad of fresh fly new MCs, from Chill Rob G to Gangstar to Lord Finesse to their roster was incredible. UMC's Main Source, the roster. We was on one of the illest hip hop labels back in the day when it started. So all of that catapulted me to where I'm at right now. And like I said, just being an executive was the next step, and setting up the record label, setting up ventures, setting up situations. That's what I'm here for right now. And to put my people on, so this way you don't go through the same nonsense that I went through. I'm gonna map it out. I'm gonna lay it out for you. This way, if you smart, you wise, and you diligent, and you was moving the way we was moving, you would eat all of that up, and you would be a beast. You know what I mean? You would be a beast.
Absolutely. That's what I'm in for.
Real quick, before we get into On The Rec, and correct me if I'm wrong, because the only reason y'all didn't put out any more music was contract issues, right? It was label problems.
Yeah.
Because
that's what it always is. You find out you're getting jerked. You don't want to get jerked no more. They don't want to hear you. telling them you don't want to get jerked no more. So what they're gonna do? Shut you down.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all it is.
I was arguing with somebody about that the other day. Like, nah, they had beef. I'm like, nah, motherfucker, this y'all problem. Y'all need to go do y'all research.
What beef we had?
He was trying to. I think he was just trying to like argue with me because we
ran away from the game because we had beef.
No, they thought that you guys had beef between each other.
With each other.
And Chris was like, I'm like, nah. I'm like, I think
Oh,
they
wait
contract.
a minute. You don't. Oh, so you spoke to Kim the other day. You don't know that me and Kim got a new record? We just did.
I do. The people didn't know, and I didn't know it was my place to tell them all that yet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you now, UMC's got a new record.
Yeah, I didn't know it was my place.
I'm not out here pining to be. I'm not out here trying to be, you know, the new Yo Gottis, the new this one, that one. You know what I mean? The new young dudes coming up now. I'm about to spit the truth that, you know, this is what we do, but we already got our own lane. We cool, but we got a new record. And I guarantee you all our original fans and even some of the new fans is going to want to know what time it is. They're going to want to hear it.
We waiting, House. We waiting. I'm going to tell you right now, we waiting. When I found out, I'm like, word. Like, and I
Kim never had beef. Don't ever. Me and Kim never had beef that has to do with music. If any beef we had, it was about, yo, dog, why you ain't call me when you got home? Word.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I was worried. But you want to do it like that? Yeah, I'll talk to you later. We never had no physical beef. We had disagreements on which way to move business-wise.
As brothers do. Yeah, absolutely.
I do that with my physical brothers. I do that with my blood brothers. Right. I did that with my father.
Gotcha.
But there is no beef. It's disagreements. And we will settle that. But that has nothing to do with why music stopped. Music stopped the day that the record label said they didn't want to represent us no more because we was a hindrance. We was a threat. We was no good no more. It wasn't we wasn't no good no more. Is we wanted the money that you owed us, and you decided to say, I don't want to give you the money. And when we got rebellious, you say, you know what? Nah, they're too much to deal with. Cut them.
Yeah.
What's crazy was, and I tell you, I was arguing with this kid for like 20 minutes, half an hour. And then I started thinking about, I'm like, if you don't fucking know, you don't know. That's your problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and for me, this is what gets me upset. Because like Shah said, like, we do this because we love this shit. Like, I love music. I've been fucking around with music since I was a little kid. It started out with Spanish music, trying to DJ and all that shit. And it's just something with music just does it for me. So for me, it's not really the monetary shit. That I feel that's gonna come out of the love for what I got. You know what I'm saying?
And don't look for it. Let it happen.
Right. But to hear somebody sit there and argue with me like, oh, these dudes had this, these dudes had, and I'm like, yo, you bugging. And then like, they telling me, oh, there was somebody who performed before Michael Jackson in '93 in the Super Bowl. I'm like, are you stupid? He was the first artist to ever perform at the fucking Super Bowl. Like, are you fucking? But this the ignorance that
tell him that, yo, you gotta go research, homie. You gotta go study all over again.
Right.
You're missing, you're missing a couple of, you know what I mean? You're off tilt.
Yeah, there's something wrong with it. And he called himself a fan of hip hop. I don't understand.
Nah, you know what you do? Because this is what I do. I'm the weird one. Don't even worry about it, bro. I'm the weird one, and I'm okay with being the weirdo. No, real talk. Yo, listen, they be like, yo, why you trying to be funny? Because I'm like, yo, one of us ain't right. So guess what? I'm okay with being the weirdo.
But the weird one is the one saying that one of us ain't right.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
So how weird can you gotta be the one that's
But all right, fellas, it's that time, man. Now I know y'all cool, but I gotta get y'all against each other. So this is what we're gonna do. We got On The Rec beat edition, and what I got for everybody tuned in and you guys as well is I went back, started from about late 80s all the way to about the early 2000s of different beats. Shah gonna play the beat, and there's gonna be multiple choice at the bottom. Y'all gonna tell me who produced it.
Woo!
All right, you ready?
Wait, so right. I'm involved in this, right?
Yeah, it's you against Shah and the people tuned in.
Yeah, we're gonna pick A, B, C, D, whatever, whoever produced the track.
And if you beat Shah, we're gonna make sure we get you a shirt out there ASAP. We should have been got you a shirt, but we're gonna make sure we gonna get you a shirt. Listen,
I was waiting for the new additions. I know, I get it.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
no,
gonna text
I
you
got
all
to
the
do with this
answers.
shit on. I got to do with this shit on, so it don't even matter.
that's the
But this
noodle.
nigga trying to put me on the spot. I didn't agree to no shirts, nigga. Don't be throwing me under the bus, my guy. This guy is a fucking guy. He thought, all right, yo, listen.
This is what we doing.
All right, let's go. Oh, let's get that back up there real quick.
I think I'm ready.
I know I'm ready.
You ready?
Yeah, I know I'm ready. Hold on, let's put the answers back up there for Chris. All right, we got A, DJ Khaled, B, Cool and Dre, D, Scott Storch, D, DJ Nasty. So who you got?
I'm gonna go here, DJ Nasty.
You're gonna go DJ Nasty.
Yeah.
Chris is trying to be funny. It's probably a trick freaking question because it's Khaled. It's Khaled. All we do is win, but Khaled might not be the actual producer. So now,
but Khaled produces, right? From what they say, I don't know. I heard he do some
yeah,
type
but
of
you
Dre
and I
shit.
both know.
Go with Khaled.
Nah, I'm going with Khaled. Well, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go with Khaled because I might have to talk to Khaled one day, and I don't want this to ever surface. And the nigga was like, "Yo, you know, we the best."
Well, let me ask you a question.
Who
produced All About the Benjamins?
That's a good question, but it's the
all right.
Hitman.
Let's stay on track.
It's the Hitman. I can say that.
Yeah, that'll work.
See, yeah, I can say that. But Chris, what's the answer, Chris?
D.
Khaled.
D. No, it's D. DJ Nasty. Khaled did not produce that record. It was actually DJ Nasty, another producer.
See what I'm talking about? Shout out to Khaled. But it was on Khaled's album, though, right?
It was on Khaled's album, and yeah, we'll get into that another show.
Good call. Good. All right. So and who did you pick? You picked who? D.
He got D. It's 1-0.
Here we go. All right, next one. Let's get into it.
You know who that is. We know who that is.
All right. We got
I'm ready for that one too.
B, Trackmaster, C, Havoc, D, J Dilla. All right, go ahead. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go B, Trackmasters.
I second that.
Correct. I try to fuck you out with the Rick Rubin and the J Dilla. Rest in peace. I try to mess you out.
Well, my thing is, Havoc would have been my only other answer, but I know Trackmasters was heavy with Nas, and it was around that time period. They were doing a lot of work together. I think they did most of it. It was written, a whole bunch of different stuff around that period. So yeah, I was definitely headed towards there. But shout out to Havoc, because Havoc got a lot of joints too on the low that a lot of people don't realize that are his joints.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll tell you why you do Trackmasters. You got to understand at that time, the cuts those are party cuts. The producer who used the party cuts real clean and real crisp, it was Trackmasters revamping all the nice beats. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you hear those, give it, you know, that was a flashy party. So it was only Trackmasters. Havoc wouldn't use those kind of cuts. He'd have Kid come in and do the dirty, grimy cut.
You're going on a producer vibe. You're going by actually dissecting the fans. They're probably listening to us are like, yeah, these niggas is in here bugging because they're not getting exactly what kind. Because you're going by the work. of the
Right.
art. Of
Those were
who's
pretty
going
cuts. Those
yeah.
were slick, pretty, clean
Yeah.
cuts.
Absolutely.
So that was the party level. That was that, you know, when you in a club and you hear those nice slicing, dicing, that's that. Havoc and Dilla, they would have did dirty cuts. You know what I mean? Like,
you're right. Absolutely.
So we went from 2010 to 1996. Now let's see where shall I go now?
All right, let's get it. I don't understand why it's not playing. Oh, here we go, Chris.
Oh shit! Yeah, it don't want you to lose.
It was playing. You heard it? I didn't
Touch
see
it,
nothing.
feel it.
I know, I heard that one.
All right.
What's the choices?
I don't know. I can't. For some reason, I can't get it on there.
That's all Buster. So
hold on, I'll tell you right now. Give me 1 second.
It was there.
Automatic.
So you got Just Blaze, DJ Premier, Hitmakers, or Swiss Beats.
I'm going with Swizzy.
Swizzy.
Yeah, that's a catered sound. You can't miss it. You can't miss that one.
I mean, that's the yeah. I'm going with Swizzy. Yeah.
That's the party.
So what is it?
It's
3-1, 3-2. Yeah,
no,
we got 2 more.
We
tied. And
Nah, you got the first one. You
right.
got the first one.
I only lost one, and we tied the rest.
Okay. All right. So you still up by 1. All right. Let's get the next one. Let's get into it. Dude, why are these playing?
Ain't none of y'all gonna get this one. I'm gonna talk my shit. Ain't none of y'all gonna get this one.
I know who it is.
You know who it is?
Who is it? 'Cause I ain't got no fucking clue. I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna take a guess, and I'm gonna be so that way.
Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Section 8, C. They always say go with C. Go with C when you don't when in question. Go with C. What you going with?
I want to say Section 8, but I'm gonna go with Jetson Made.
All right, go ahead, Chris.
he giving you that. He knew the answer. He knew the answer. It's C. It's Section 8. He knew the answer.
Well, listen, listen. My thing is, listen. He can go with me. That's why I went first, and I'm literally guessing because I know that's not Hit Boy, and I know it's not DJ Nasty. So I'm like,
you know that.
Yeah. So I'm like, Jetson Made it. I don't.
So we good money. We tied up.
All right, this is for the money.
This last one, yeah. I know if y'all don't get this something wrong. That's all I'm saying.
All right, well, let's get into it then.
It don't work.
Oh, we heard. We good money, right? We good money, right?
I don't listen.
It's first of all, it's Public Enemy.
Right? No. We got the beat, but
no. The rappers is Public Enemy.
Right.
Who is it?
Oh man, here we go. Public Enemy. I'm gonna go Rick Rubin.
I'm gonna go Bomb Squad.
The winner is Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad. Yeah.
Did they have their own producers?
Bomb Squad was just 2 of them.
Yeah, but is that Public Enemy's producer? Like,
yeah,
were they there?
They made.
That's what I'm saying.
Enemy.
All right. I mean, that's a good one. Chris thought he was slick.
That was That was the one that you was. That's the history point, right?
Yeah,
there.
no. I mean, listen. I knew it wasn't Pete Rock, so it was like, all right, Rick Rubin is hitting around that time because Rick Rubin did a lot of LL Cool J joints. Like, I'm thinking era, so I'm thinking about what's going on, what's produced. But I didn't know that Public Enemy had their own
Bomb
producers.
Squad.
Yeah,
Keep the Hank Shockley.
got you. Now, if it would have been a DJ question, I know they're DJ. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm a DJ. So, but good question.
So that's how I try to mess y'all up. If y'all notice, all the producers was within the same year. Or at that same era to try to whistle. But there was some that was dead giveaways. I tried to give y'all 3 ones that y'all were gonna be like, oh, that's nothing. And then 2 that was gonna kind of, you know what I mean? But he was on it. Yeah. But now this is my favorite part of the show. This is what we call Rec or Rec. This is what we're gonna play. We got 2 joints for you tonight. We got one artist out of Yonkers. Her name is Lady Slim, and we got another artist out of Poughkeepsie, New York, called D Weathers. Both of these artists have been out there moving and shaking. One has been working with some people around the Jadakiss camp and the whole Yonkers thing. Actually got a song with his son, and one has been working real hard in New York with DJ Drewski and out there with Vado and all of them as well. They both dropped 2 new joints, so they sent them over. I told them, you know what, we got Fantom coming on. I'm gonna play him for it. He gonna let you know if it's rec, which is REC means it's dope. WRECK means no good, and the people who gonna tap in gonna tell us as well.
Chris, you got an order you want to play first? What you want to do?
Don't matter to me, King. Whichever one you got.
All right. Well, let's get into ladies first. Lady Slim. This one's out of Yonkers. Let's get into it. Let us know if it's rec or rec. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec, and the one and only infamous Fantom of the Beat. Let's go.
Listen, man. If you don't want to hear me talk hot, I suggest you get you some milk, cause it's about to get spicy. Woo! Hey, don't play with it, don't play with it. She said don't play with it. Hey, alright. Look. I just want a rough neck, nigga. I like rough sex, nigga. Choke me out and beat it up like a drum set, nigga. I'm a freak, I like a Nancy, I be dumb wet. I had him coming off the head like we on Funk Flex. I got different sides of me, when that dick's inside of me. I love the way he makes me feel, but really it's the size of me. He be making time for me, he just wanna vibe with me. I be snatching souls, I really made a nigga cry for me. Bow, I'm really hurt, these other bitches is a blur. Other bitches getting curved, I'm the one that eat first. He be dunking in the pussy like he play for the Spurs. He wanna shoot up the club like he play for Steve Kerr. I ain't running from no dick, nigga, I ain't never scared. He be tricking on me, he pay for my nails and my hair. Got that apple bottom, just don't buy me boost with the fur. I ain't giving out no nutty just for fun, you gotta splurge. Hey, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Hey, spend all day in it. Hey, it's Lady Slim by the way in it.
You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec, the one and only Fantom of the Beat in the building. That one was Don't Play With It, Lady Slim. Lady Slim trying to get her boot smoked, huh? She talking about don't play with it. I'm just saying, yo, listen, why you looking? I mean, that's what she was saying in the song. I mean, let's don't play with it.
I got a question. Can I hear both of them to be able to decide which one I decide?
Oh, no. It's on.
I gotta say
video.
It right on and on.
Yeah, dude, it's either hitting or it's not.
Yeah,
multiple.
Yeah, it's not that one is better than the other.
Yeah, no, it's yo. Do you like the joint? Is it hitting? Is it all right?
See, I can't call that because that's not her song. That's not her beat.
He's not like correct.
You asking me something? You asking me what she did on somebody else's beat? So I like this comment right here. When you do a remix, it got to come as hard or harder than the original. I wasn't ready for the remix yet because the original is still starting to happen. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'll give that. If it was the first time I heard it, that gets an REC. If it was the first time I heard it and I didn't know about anything else, I'd be like, yo, what's this chick talking about? Really?
Got you.
So I give it that. But at the same time, I'm letting you know, it's like, I can't, it's hard for me to judge a beat off of a, you know what I'm saying? But when they put it in that text, yo, did they come harder than the original? I gotta give it that.
God,
Because it was more understood. The original I couldn't catch at first. This one was so simple. It was like boop.
Got you. All right, let's get into the next one. You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys Shop, Mr. Catch Rec, Fantom of the Beat. Let us know what it is in the comments. Like, share, tell a friend and tell a friend. We in the building, all right?
Catch a rock entertainment, sucker.
RecBoys.
Hey, yo, up! Fuck is my chopped cheese, nigga? You taking a little bit too long.
From the 80 to the store, nigga lit up out this bitch. Talking loud so the Cotty see the fit. Designer belt, got a flourish in the flicks. Make sure they take it over, I ain't ready like the pick. At the corner store, need a chopped cheese. Lil Benny got me yelling at the Aki. Got me yelling at the Aki. Got me yelling at the Aki. I ain't a scammer, this a drug money outfit. Big drip, submerged wrist out the fountain. Your boy looking like Lula with all these diamonds. Can smell a motherfucker with money, nigga, you shining. Can smell a bad bitch with Dior on her body. I can get her to the telly, I'm praying that she don't rob me. Dogging her, watching the door in case she try me. Same time checking my Apple Watch for the calories. Shorty double back, no lashes, no tits. Now when we link, it's like fucking a new bitch. But I couldn't eat the puss, the mileage was too thick. Had a dog dash the lobster mac from Roof Chris. She ain't let me nut in the face, I was sick, dumb. Almost ain't know that I had shit, but I did. Chill, shorty, I did. Copped a Happy Meal, she was acting childish. From the 80 to the store, nigga lit up out this bitch. Talking loud so the Cotty see the fit. Designer belt, got a flourish in the flicks. Make sure they take it over, I ain't ready like the pick. At the corner store, need a chopped cheese. Lil Benny got me yelling at the Aki. Got me yelling at the Aki. Got me yelling at the Aki. Let me get a chopped cheese. Got me yelling at the Aki. Grilled onions, ketchup, and mayo inside of Hodges. Whole lot of DMs, BMs tryna slide me. Bunch of Latin mommies calling a nigga Poppy. Harlem nigga, you know my motherfucking body. Hold on, keep calm, or you'll be in my fucking body. Hot shit, bunch of old hoes on my block list. Walk inside a party, get them stallions on that thot shit. Go on tour, niggas backing on my wrist. In the trap, niggas getting sturdy on a brick. I'm self-made, they ain't show me shit. I started with 3 P's, they ain't loan me shit. Nigga, in them bodegas, keep guns by your side like the old Jada. Stepping on all haters. Yeah, them boys got drip, but they ain't got these. Try to play a hero, turn your brains into chopped cheese.
Word to my mother, Ock. Next time I come in here, I'ma slap the shit out you. Next time I tell you don't put bacon on my shit, don't fucking put bacon on my shit, nigga.
RecBoys.
Catch a rock entertainment, sucker.
You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys Shop, Mr. Catch Rec, the one and only Fantom of the Beat. Let us know what you think. Chopped cheese, the homie D Weathers.
So here's what's ironic. So I was just having a conversation. Y'all know I'm an electrician too.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I just did a job before I got home and settled down to do this interview. And we were talking about I'm going out to Philly for the music conference. And the client was like, yeah, they got the best, what's that thing? Philly cheesesteak.
Philly cheesesteak. Mm-hmm.
So out here, we on chopped cheese now, this, that, and the third. And she said, that ain't original. This is garbage and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So she's like, yo, you go to Philly, that's the real. You know what I'm saying? And for them to even make a song about chopped cheese right now, did they do their history? Did they do their history? Like, the real chopped cheese is that Philly cheesesteak. That's that original. But I like the fact that they made a concept record out of what they know right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, you know what's dope about the record? Well, let me get into the whole chopped cheese thing. It's so dope because it's a New York thing. It might have came from Philly, but when, like, we don't say cheesesteak, we say chopped cheese. So now, like, when we go in a spot, if I go down in North Carolina to visit my sister and I'll be like, yo, they ain't got no chopped cheese, they know I'm from New York.
Yeah. So that's the part.
So, yeah.
That's the part. That's the part that I like. So they embrace the feel that we do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I like it, especially the second verse, the second lyricist. He brought it even up further. You know what I mean? And then Shorty at the end, look, it ain't supposed to be cheesesteak, but it is, my dear.
Yo, listen, we
They
might have
throw
to
in the
wait.
same. They throw in the same onions and peppers. They do it all. The difference is it's just them and us. We do it different. But I give that a REC too.
Nah,
I give REC because I like conceptualizing. I like the concepts. I love that. You know what I mean?
When just listening to it, seeing it, because I'm into the visuals that match what the lyrics are saying. And yo, listen, I be in the store with them girls be talking crazy to the Akis in the back over the chopped cheese, and it's so surreal that when he put it in with the song, like I smelled the chopped cheese listening to it. Like I'm in the essence of it. So shout out to D Weathers. How'd you feel, Chris?
Nah, what's funny is because I'm in Florida, as y'all know, and I felt like for them 3.5 minutes, I felt like I was back home. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was about ready to yell act like, don't put that much paprika on my shit, B. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Nah, that's that New York attitude. That's who we are. So for them to bring that out, you know, in the record itself, it's just like, okay, I can relate. You know what I mean? I understand that.
You got it.
And that's part of influencing people, you know, in regards to your music. If you could get them to have that feeling that you're trying to project, then you did a good job.
What I really like about it is that they both came across as their own artists. And what I like about D Weathers the most is that he's not gonna sound like somebody else. You would have heard the normal drill type shit on that joint, and he's not that type of artist. He's gonna grab something like that and he's gonna turn it into what you just heard.
What he wants it to be.
Yeah, he has done that multiple times. Like he got one called the Chinese Spot. I'm gonna send you that joint. The joint is viral. Like it went out of this world number wise because of that same thing. He right now I think he's found his lane and now he about ready to start this train up and get it going.
So that's good. I want the best for him. And even back to Lady Slim, I know of her from you know, a few years back. And I saw her grind and the way she moves as well. And she was always on point. I don't care what it was, she was always on point to make you understand where she's coming from. So
yo, it's funny that you guys say that because lady.
I don't mean to cut you off. Can I be honest with both of y'all? I ain't even gonna lie to you. If I was looking for artists right now, I would sign Lady Slim. No bullshit.
Yeah, we tried that back in the day.
So we on the same way.
It's funny that you guys say that because my favorite female artist, and when she just tapped in, I know she gonna give me slack. She might burn me up for the next however long we're on. But is Nicki. And when I heard Lady Slim over that Chung Lee beat, that's still my all-time favorite. Like real talk, like yo, when I tell you she acted fool, that was like, I mean, because we've had her on the show before that, and she was already dope. But that one right there, and it's funny because all her freestyles, she makes her own. Like we all know the originals, but then she makes it her own and she spanks them. So shout out to Lady Slim.
Let me tell you one more thing about Slim is yeah, I had a real, you know, good time working with her back in the day, you know, just a couple of years ago, not too far back, you know, and the situation didn't go, you know, where we expected it to go, but we got creative and we made some hot mess. And, you know, it just, you know, it didn't transpire the way we thought it was going to be, but I always was a fan. You know what I mean? And I always loved her. I always loved her people. And Slim was, you know, she was and she still is. I could still see it because I still see the evolution in her.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Maybe it wasn't supposed to happen then, but down the road, as we all evolve, like I was saying to y'all before, you know, you meet up again, or whatever can happen, can happen. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully by that time, everybody evolved enough to mentally be on the same page and understand what the worth of something really, really is.
So what I just took from that is you want A&R Rec to A&R this joint and make it happen. That's what I took from that. All right, cool. We make it happen. We make it happen. Now that's dope. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you coming back on. Like I said, I think you're probably the #1 most guest, a repeated guest. If not, I gotta check. We have a lady named Mandy who's been on about 3-4 times, and this guy Jay Roy who actually made our first ever intro. He's been on the show quite a few times, but you've been interviewed, I think, 3 times, and then came on and also was on the panel for
somebody else's.
Yeah, you was on the panel for
us. Yeah, you came through.
At this point, we're connected. Like wherever you go, I go.
Absolutely. Yo, listen.
Wherever I go, you go.
I'm gonna be right there. Don't get it twisted. I'm gonna be right there. Yo, listen. Hit Fantom. See, yo, listen. Yeah, let them know what's shaking over here. What we got going on over here. Absolutely.
I want that shirt too.
Yo, what size you wear? What size you wear?
I'll disclose that a little bit later.
Okay, yeah. Send all the info. Yeah, no. Listen, send all the info. Chris put me on the spot. You beat me fair and square. I'm gonna send you the shirt. Absolutely. Yo, listen, we had a great time. But before we do all of that, I gotta let the people. You gotta give it to the people, man. Let them know where you at.
So, yo, check this out. Y'all know me as Haas G UMCs. 50 years in the game. You know what I mean? Well, for us, 30 years in the game, but 50-year anniversary for hip hop. You know, that's a milestone. It's a pleasure to be part of it. You also know me as Fantom of the Beat, E for the Street. You could catch me at Fantom of the Beat on IG. You could catch me at phantommusic.rec on IG. And other than that, you Google us. We got the record label, Fantom Music. Shout out to my dudes, you know, Mike Hands, Silence the Fifth, El Haggett, Rhyme Wrecker, Catherine Swain, you know, Snooze Daily. You know, we just here to put it down and take it to a new level. But, you know, we always chilling with the RecBoys all day long.
Nice. Definitely appreciate you, homie. We had a good time tonight. I definitely had a good time tonight. You got me.
Had a great time.
Yeah, yo, listen, we're gonna have to bring you back. We got Chris got a whole bunch of things going on. We got some podcast battles we're working on. We're working on some freestyle sessions. We're also working on some live events. We're working on some things that we might do some exclusives to where people gotta, you know, you gotta tap into a link. You know, it's gonna be no holds barred, no copyright, no strikes, no. You know, we're going to be able to play the music we want to play, get the feedback, you know, and all that other good stuff. But listen, brother, you always are welcome. Come back anytime, even if we got a special night. Go ahead.
I want to send some of the, you know, 2 of the artists up there. I'm not sure if y'all ever did an interview with Snooze or Catherine Swain. But
not yet.
They're bubbling. They're doing what they got to do. I'm in total support, and I want to keep y'all posted on what's going on with them. And you know, they got their Grammy, you know, considerations. You know, they're in the mix. They're growing. They're evolving, and they need as much, you know, platforms as I consistently do. You know what I mean? So whatever is part of my team in camp, I want to bring them your way as well.
Dope. We'll chop it up, but we got May all open. If you wanna lock May down for your whole team, we'll turn it into a whole Fantom month.
Yeah, she said looking like Malik Yoba. I heard that all my life.
Nice.
But she didn't work. Yo, I swear, me and Malik talk all the time, and he's like my big brother. I heard it all my life.
Well, next time you talk to him, stop playing and respond to the RecBoys. We trying to get him on here, man. Playing with me.
Playing
with me. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
But it happened before. It happened right, you know, with the pandemic, and he got sick and shit. So I could understand. Yeah, I can understand why. But like I was saying,
she really had to say that.
Yo, listen. You know what's funny is that she's also a fellow podcaster. You know, she's part of our team. She's seen the growth. She's known us before we were even in the studio with the RecBoys, before we were the RecBoys.
Part of the whole process, the development.
Yeah, and to have her tuned in and chimed in and really, you know, giving her input, that's dope. That shows us that we have another dope guest on. You get what I'm saying? Because like this is like Rashida, she don't chime in every time, you know. So
well, she know what time it is. Not to mention, she's cut from the same cloth as y'all.
Absolutely.
So when y'all doing it, she's gonna let you know y'all doing it, and those are the people that you want, you know, locked into your circle. Because going further and moving ahead, those are the ones that you trust. Those are the ones that you believe in. Those are the ones that support you, and those are the ones that'll tell you the truth all day long. So this way, while you going forward,
wait. Can you repeat that?
No. I don't remember nothing I said.
Listen, no. I need you to repeat that because you know what? We're in a position right now to expand our network, and we're extending the hand, and it's like, you know, and I'm like, okay, you know, I don't like to be that person.
Don't worry about nothing. Just do you.
Well, that's what's gonna happen. But listen, I'm glad that you're putting it out there so that the people who are watching, they understand that, yo, maybe this will help kickstart when we do reach out and say, yo, listen, we got such and such in the works, you know, you want in, you know, figure it out, you know, the power is in numbers. And as you can see, you know, we running with Fantom of the Beat.
I watch how everything, and this is not just music, just in life, everything unfolds because it takes a certain amount of person to go against the grain and do what the hell they want to do, no matter what anybody says. They believe in it and they're stuck to it, and they say that no, there's no way this is going to fail. And if you stop right at that finish line and you give up, you'll never know what would have happened. But this is a point where you got to say, I believe in this to the fullest, and I'm going to do it. And that's it. If you do fail and it don't happen, then pick up and do it again. But stay your course at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Yo, Rashida, I'm not subbing you, baby girl. I ain't even give you the pitch yet. I didn't even give you the pitch. I didn't even give you the pitch yet. I just calm down. You know we don't do the subs because I know you at me. So I know there ain't no subbing with you. But calm down. I didn't even give you the pitch yet. Calm down. It's coming though. It's coming. It's
This was one of the dopest interviews. Now it's leading up to me going out to Philly and doing the panel. You know, shout out again to Play Music Conference. It's going to be an ill conference, and this is going to be the start this year, and it's going to continuously go on for the next. You know what I mean? And
is he going state to state with it, or is it always going to be in Philly?
I can't call that right now. I know right now it's starting in Philly, and then from there's other things that are set up to branch off of that as well. So it's going to be a big situation, and definitely I would like use your whole crew, your whole team to be part of what's going on out there because it's a good outlet. It's a good, you know, it's going to be part of history at one point.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, you know what I mean? You got to look at all these new outlets or new situations happening, and you got to get in on the ground level and, you know what I mean? Just do some research.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Because that's what happens. If you down with something that's already established, you're not the core.
Right.
You getting down with something that's about to get established, that's about to move forward, and you get in on the ground level before anybody else can see it, you're good.
Right. No, that's facts. And listen, construction. I do construction by trade.
Chopped cheese.
Yeah,
that's
all construction by trade. So I built foundations, all that. So I already know 100% what you're talking about. Hey, you gotta lay the foundation, gotta lay the brickwork, gotta rebar, all that. You know what I mean?
But I got y'all all the way around. I got y'all all the way around.
And you've been saying that from the beginning. That's the crazy thing since the first interview. And people don't realize, like, yo, when we do these interviews, there's not no connection not being made. Like anybody that you see on this show and they say, yo, they had a good time, they hit us back and we have conversations on the back end and they really fuck with us. So it's super dope to, you know, I mean, people, yo, listen, some people might think it, yo, it's for the book, but they don't really know, like, people really be in touch. Like, you know, I don't know, it's weird to some people, but listen, we had a great time. Senior G is gonna kill us. We had a whole hour and 27 minutes over. Chris is gonna kill me, but we had a dope show. A lot of information was passed out. If you guys aren't in tune, you need to get in tune. Fantom of the Beat.
Anything we miss, we'll cover again.
Absolutely. Right. No, absolutely. Not only that, hopefully you pop up in April with the 2 artists or some sneak up, like, yo, I'm just popping in to say what's up, you know, that type of stuff. But we definitely gonna get your 2 artists in here, and we're gonna make that happen, man. Definitely this year. Absolutely.
Listen, like I said, we got 4 dates in May. I'll give you all 4 dates. We're turning into Phantom Month. Real talk. Hit me up. Let's make it happen. We're
gonna talk while I'm out there in Philly doing the music conference, and I'll chime y'all in and plug y'all in with whatever got to get, you know, whatever we can do.
Dope. Appreciate that. Real talk. All right, King. I'm gonna hit you. You already know.
Salute.
All right, my guy. Yo, have a good night, man. Love.
Great night. Love.
Yo,
dope
show. I had a good time. Shout out to everybody that chimed in. Shout out to Rashida. Rashida's in the building. If you guys don't know, Peaches and Blade, Ryan Ty, make sure you go and check them out. Make sure you check out Tea Time with Bunky. Make sure you check out Finally TV. Make sure you check out us on Culture Shock Radio. That one over there is in Canada. We got the Tattoo Shop Radio over in Ohio. We got Kazo Radio out in Germany and Wap Time Music in Guadalupe. So, listen, dope show, and Blaze them up Saturday night. You see, I post the link. So make sure if you see that, tap in. If you miss any part of this, shout out to Fantom of the Beat. We're going to have him back. Chris wants to give him a whole month. I got to give him a shirt. I don't know how that equals out, but whatever. Blame it on Chris. That's what it is.
That's my God. That's my God.
Yeah. I don't know how that works, but shout out to, like I said, Ra from Ra and Ta. Make sure you tap into them. We will be sharing their shows. They will be part of the network one way or another. So figure it out, Ra. I don't want to have to debo nobody. I don't want to have to snatch nobody up. You know I will. You know I will. But what you got?
Nah, that's it, man. That's it. Like I said, make sure y'all check us out on all streaming platforms, Spotify, TuneIn app, Google, Amazon Music. Anywhere you stream your podcast, make sure you type it in the studio at the RecBoys. You know what I mean? Go check us out. We're going to be uploading podcasts weekly. You know what I mean? You give us some time to get accustomed to everything, because we are also on, like Shah said, Culture Shock Radio, Tattoo Shop Radio, Cuzzo Radio, and Wap the Music. There's going to be another one added to that here shortly as well. So salute to everybody out there in Ohio, Guadalupe, Germany. Who else am I forgetting? Ohio, Guadalupe, Germany, Canada. And that's our time. And you already know, New York, we on this mission to catch rec worldwide, baby. So fuck with us.
Easy. We out. Deuces, RecBoys.